Please explain in detail the CFA Institute Ethical Decision-Making Framework. Identify, consider, act, and reflect. The CFA Institute Ethical Decision-Making Framework is a practical tool designed to help financial professionals navigate ethical dilemmas that they may encounter in their work. The framework comprises 4 essential steps: identify, consider, act, and reflect. This structured approach ensures that professionals consider all relevant factors and make well-informed decisions that align with the ethical standards established by the CFA Institute. 1. Identify. The first step in the framework is to identify the ethical issue at hand. This process involves recognizing potential conflicts of interest, compliance concerns, or situations that may compromise professional integrity. Identifying ethical issues requires a comprehensive understanding of the CFA Institute Code of Ethics and Standards of Professional Conduct, as well as the applicable laws and regulations in the relevant jurisdiction. To effectively identify ethical issues, professionals should 1. Develop an awareness of ethical issues that can arise in their field. 2. Keep up to date with changes in industry regulations, professional standards, and best practices. 3. Cultivate an organizational culture that encourages open discussion and reporting of potential ethical concerns. 2. Consider. Once an ethical issue has been identified, the next step is to consider the potential courses of action available. This involves evaluating the consequences of each alternative, considering the stakeholders involved, and assessing the consistency of each option with the CFA Institute Code of Ethics and Standards of Professional Conduct. To effectively consider potential actions, professionals should 1. Identify all relevant stakeholders, clients, colleagues, employers, regulators, etc., and consider their interests. 2. Consider the potential short and long-term consequences of each action, including the impact on the stakeholders, the organization's reputation, and the financial markets. 3. Evaluate the alignment of each option with the CFA Institute Code of Ethics and Standards of Professional Conduct, as well as any applicable laws and regulations. 4. Seek guidance from colleagues, supervisors, or the CFA Institute, when necessary. 3. Act. After evaluating the potential courses of action, the next step is to make a decision and act on it. This involves choosing the option that best aligns with the CFA Institute Code of Ethics and Standards of Professional Conduct, while also taking into account the interests of all relevant stakeholders. To effectively act on an ethical decision, professionals should 1. Be prepared to defend their decision and explain the rationale behind it. 2. Maintain documentation of the decision-making process, including the identified ethical issue, the alternatives considered, and the rationale for the chosen course of action. 3. Communicate the decision to the relevant parties, while respecting confidentiality and privacy requirements. 4. Implement the chosen course of action in a timely and effective manner. 4. Reflect. The final step in the ethical decision-making framework is to reflect on the decision made and its outcome. This step serves as an opportunity for learning and professional growth, allowing individuals to identify areas for improvement in their decision-making process and ethical awareness. To effectively reflect on ethical decisions, professionals should 1. Evaluate the outcome of their decision and its impact on stakeholders and the organization. 2. Assess whether the chosen course of action was consistent with the CFA Institute Code of Ethics and Standards of Professional Conduct, and whether it achieved the desired outcome. 3. Identify lessons learned and areas for improvement in their ethical decision-making process. 4. Share insights and experiences with colleagues and supervisors to foster a culture of continuous learning and ethical awareness within the organization. In conclusion, the CFA Institute Ethical Decision-Making Framework is a valuable tool for financial professionals navigating complex ethical dilemmas. By following the 4 steps of identify, consider, act, and reflect, professionals can make well-informed decisions that align with the CFA Institute's ethical standards, safeguarding the interests of their clients, the integrity of the financial markets, and their professional reputation.